My name is Mabel Faguaga.
My first hour class is band with Miss Casey.
I come early enough for band. For jazz band, I get here around 6:30 in the morning, and when it's just a regular band day, probably around 7.
I play the alto, tenor, and bari saxophone. I can play the French horn, the marching French horn, the clarinet, and the trumpet.
My main instrument is the tenor sax, and unfortunately I don't play it as much as I wish I could because, we already have 2 tenors, and they both own their instruments and they have seniority.
Mabel has a unique personality. She is always happy, always smiling. She is somebody who likes everyone. She never says a bad word about anybody. She's always very positive, and she kind of infuses that positive attitude into others around her.
My name is Emily Schmidt. My second hour class is physics. My physics teacher's name is Mr. Antio. I decided to take physics as an elective because I thought it would look great on a college application, not knowing how hard physics would be. Physics is definitely not easy, but Mr. Antio makes it a lot of fun.
Emily herself, she's a very organized person. She seems to be very punctual. She shows up on time with her supplies. She's always awake and ready to cooperate. So she has all those good basic skills.
My name is Mike Pichai. Since I have passed Spanish 1, I know more Spanish than Spanish 2.
Hola, Raul. I have Mike in Spanish 2, third hour of me, Miss Viviano. Mike usually has his assignments in. He usually gets his job done. He does participate a lot. Mike likes to joke around a lot. I think everyone knows that, but he likes to joke around a lot. He does that throughout the class.
I don't really study Spanish at home, only if there's a test the next day. So I'd say 0, only on test days. Then I spend about 45 minutes, The biggest challenge of Spanish is it's not English, different things. You gotta learn sentences and focus a lot, catch on.
I have James Patrick in 4th hour, which is English 11A.
I wouldn't change anything about the class because it's good the way it is. He makes it fun. The overall mood in the classroom is kind of mellow and cool.
Generally, every time I see James come into my classroom, I think, oh, here we go again. Pretty soon he'll start rapping or using colorful language. It used to be very disappointing, kind of depressing. But now it's become so commonplace that I'm kind of in this rut where I just go, oh, strap myself in, get ready for the ride, here we go.
Nicholas Drake. My 5th hour class is Global Studies, and I'm also in Mr. Color's pre-calc. Global Studies, I go to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I go to pre-calc on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm taking dual enrollment courses through Wayne County Community College, and the only way we could work out me having math and all the other classes I needed to take was to have more than one class 5th hour.
My name is Monica Lenhart. I have Nick Drake as a student in my Global Studies class. During the day, I have Nick in my 5th hour. The days I have Nick Drake in my class really depend on his dual enrollment schedule. We've tried to be pretty flexible with that.
The teachers don't really adjust my workload. They'll give me an assignment, they'll tell me what's in class. The only thing they might adjust is if there's like an in-class thing that they did and it's not like super important, or just like little things I might miss and that they're not going to bother having me make up. But the big main assignments, main ideas and stuff, they usually don't lighten the load for me or anything, because they realize that it was my choice to take these classes and I knew what I was getting into when I took them.
Nick Drake is very focused. In fact, even though I don't have him in class every single day during the class period, he does come in every day during lunch. In fact, he's usually working ahead of just about everybody else, because I gave him a list of all the assignments in advance. And so, if he knows something is due a particular day, or something is even going to be, let's say, assigned that day and due the next day, he's usually either got it done or is almost done with it.